Me nerves is gone. Thank God. The rain has finally stopped. 170 plus millimeters. That's what it called for. I mean, years ago, I used to get upset when it called for rain. Not because of flooding, but because I knew I wasn't going to get any supper. Because all the pots and pans would be laid under the leaks. But now, when they calls for 170 plus millimeters of rain in 2020, you prepares yourself for waking up floating around out in the Atlantic in your bed. Anyway, when I heard we were supposed to get that rain, I thought to myself, well, what will I do if I wakes up tomorrow morning and all the roads is washed out and I can't get out of the house? So anyway, I did what any mother would do. I sent all the youngsters with their fathers for the night. Frig that, I wouldn't go and get stranded, isolated in my house again this year with the youngsters. They got me drove, that's the truth. I mean, Igor, I believe we got 200 plus millimeters then. I had all the youngsters up at 6 a.m. bailing out the basement. Their little arms was gone by the time I crawled out of bed at 10. And we lost the power then. So it's now the only light we had in the house was from the tip of me smoke. So you could imagine, 16 youngsters now and only 10 cigarettes. And my driveway then, that time, completely washed away, went right over and laid on my neighbor's lawn. And then he expected me to pay half his property tax. And Freddie said he couldn't sleep because the rose bush that crashed through his window was pricking his arse. I'm like, boy, suck it up. Over the past 16 years, I'm after sleeping with a lot of pricks. Me nerves is gone, that's the truth. And now since school started. Oh, well, they're not allowed to ride the bus for safety reasons. And I went, well, what about the safety of my youngsters? Having to walk together every day on the side of the road. I mean, they're soon going to have one another killed. And the teacher called me, all concerned she was that my crowd is hungry because no one ever sees them eat. I said that's because the 2-mile walk in the mornings, they stops twice for lunch. And Billy, poor Billy, just diagnosed now with ADHD. He got 2 sets of sneakers worn out since school started. I'm like, boy, the bus is not stopping, so stop trying to catch it. And Jimmy, first day back suspended, smoking in the classroom. 11 years old. I was savage. I'm like, the 2-mile walk wasn't time enough for you to have a smoke? I drove, that's the truth. Drove. Anyway, I hope everyone at the Grossmorn Fall Festival is having a wonderful time. I was on the Northern Peninsula last summer. Took the youngsters with me. By the time I got to the West Coast, they was crawling up the walls. I'm like, very good. I got to Grossmorn. I stopped the car and I said, get out now and climb that. Me nerves is gone. That's the truth. Anyway, have a wonderful festival. Me nerves.